All right, there we go. And y'all can see I got on my DBZ shirt. It's a little wrinkle. I really don't give a fuck. Pop the chain out on you. All right. So as you can see in the title, I'm gonna be telling y'all, and we in 60 frames per second in this video. I hope. I'm recording 60 frames per second. But in this video, as you can see in the title, I'm gonna be showing y'all how to tap in to your powers that we are supposedly getting on December 21st. All right. Now, what I will tell you right now is do not get your hopes up to get powers. Like, don't get your hopes up that you will wake up and shoot fire from your hands. Don't think that. Like, people are like, y'all have a misunderstanding, a misunderstanding. You know what? No, I'm gonna say a misunderstanding because y'all not understanding what's going on. A misunderstanding of what is supposed to happen on December 21st, the Great Awakening, whatever everybody else want to call it. All right. But I'm not gonna get into what should be happening or what I think will happen because I don't know. Nobody fucking knows. All right. But I will tell y'all, what I will tell y'all is how to tap in to latent abilities and latent DNA that you did not realize had codes to abilities that you're not used to having. All right. Now, this is simple. If we are supposedly getting our DNA unlocked on December 21st, which there is a lot of suggestive evidence to support that. But we're not going to get into that. We're just assuming that we do. All right. This is how you do it. Now, the way we have to think about it like this: where are these powers coming from? They're coming from DNA that is locked. And your DNA holds memory. If you didn't know, your DNA holds memory, and you can search that up. It's a fact. But this is coming from a part of our, let's just say, brain, to keep it simple, that we have never used before. What are we always using our mental capabilities for? Everyday shit that is not supernatural or that is not of these powers that we're supposed to be getting, which in my theory has to be some form of telekinesis in all shapes or forms. I don't think powers will come in any other way except telekinesis. And individually, your telekinesis will have certain, you feel me, stronger tendencies than another person based on your personality and your experience and your training and your practice. All right. So how do you do this? First, your shadow work has to be, you feel me, on P. Like, I just recently got in tune with the term shadow work. Like, shadow work is basically when you just go within yourself, you dissect your life, you dissect the things that are going on in your subconscious mind to find out who you really are. I've always been doing that. I just never knew it was called shadow work because I came through my spiritual awakening on my own. Like, I started finding out the terminology and shit way later on, like after I was already, feel me, very deep into my spiritual journey. All right. So what you want to do is little shit like this. So try to, at nighttime when you're walking around, this is training. This is not power awakening. This is training to learn how to use your powers and unlocking your DNA. This is not giving you powers. This is how you unlock parts of your mind that you didn't know you had. This is just an example. I'm gonna give you a bunch of examples because I don't want to do like a whole lesson thing. All right. You're walking through your house. Let's say it's dark out. It's dark in your house, right? You go up to get some water, go up to use the bathroom. All the lights off. Don't walk through the house with your eyes open. Walk back to your room with your eyes closed. That's what I do sometimes. Like, not even out of practicing for my powers, but I do that just to increase my sensory and my sight and my heat vision and my ability to feel what's around me, the air shift as I'm walking past physical dense objects. All right. So, and another thing, well, let me finish explaining that, how that'll help you with awakening your powers, because we're so used to using our two eyes to see things when we're moving around. We never actually try to walk around with our eyes closed to see how we can actually get around and maneuver without sight. All right. Now, what happens to people when they lose their vision? Their other senses get way better. They start tapping into abilities that they didn't know they had. They can hear way better, smell way better. Their taste is more sensitive. When you lose a sense, another sense is heightened. But we don't have any disabilities, assuming that you don't. So what that will do is that will start to unlock parts of your brain that have been shut down because we have been so used to using the five senses that we've become equipped to using. All right. So that's one way that you can get to unlocking your DNA, by closing your eyes, getting better with your sensory powers. All right. That sensory is going to be, and that's going to do big with telekinesis, because telekinesis, you have to be able to tap into things that is not necessarily right in front of you. Your brain waves, or not, I don't want to say brain waves, but I'm going to just say that just to be simple, because I just decided to make this video just right now. You're going to have to use The Kundalini energy that goes up your spine, travels through your melanin reservoirs. Yes, melanin reservoirs. The more melanin you have, the more powerful you will be. Into your pineal gland, which your pineal gland is actually deep in the center of your brain. But the stimulus, you feel it in the middle of your forehead. That's why your third eye, you feel me? It's like the portal is right here. All right. You're going to have to use that to tap in to the electromagnetic frequency of other objects. That is telekinesis. And you can tap into that electromagnetic frequency and begin to command it. The same way that you move your fingers. The way we move our arms is telekinesis. We send messages from our brain to our fingers, limbs, our voice, tell ourselves to talk. That is telekinesis. The soul inside this body that we have is us. It's the energy. This body is more than a vessel, and we are controlling it with telekinesis. So when you heighten your ability to get used to things and get used to adapting and connecting with your surroundings that are not necessarily within the realm of your physical, which sight is physical because you're seeing the physical around you, you're increasing your ability and your likelihood to have easier use of telekinesis when and when that DNA is unlocked. All right. Now, another thing you can do to help unlock your power: drawing. I'm not gonna be on this one for that long. What does drawing do? When you practice drawing, what are you doing? You are taking what is in your imagination, in your mind, on your astral plane, and you are bringing it into the physical world. How does this help with powers? Because telekinesis, an advanced form of telekinesis, is conjuring. If you ever watch Hunter x Hunter, you'll know conjurers basically Hunter x Hunter is all telekinesis, bro. It's all telekinesis, but in different forms. Conjurers are able to bring what's in their imagination. They have to do intense mental image training to bring out in order to bring out like whatever they want into the physical. But what they do is, I'm talking about drawing. What they do is actually what supposedly what we'll be able to do once our powers get unlocked. So that's why I'm saying drawing, because when you practice drawing, you're practicing bringing your visual out into the real world. So when your powers unlock, if they unlock, you'll be able to have such an easy time to conjure up what's in front of you by taking matter and rearranging it. Telekinesis is just commanding matter. That's all telekinesis is. So if you are a good drawer, if you practice drawing, you will be practicing reconstructing your imagination into the physical world, reconstructing what's already physical, however you want it to be. That is practicing unlocking your powers, unlocking your DNA, because everybody has the ability to draw. We don't practice it though. Some people are naturally better at it than others because that part of their DNA is already unlocked. That part of their DNA of bringing their imagination into life is already unlocked. All right. How else can you begin to unlock your DNA and get used to your powers? All right. I just had it. I just fucking had it. Then drawing just came out of nowhere, so I decided to get on drawing. I wanted to bring up sports a little bit. Sports is easy because sports is just hand-eye coordination. Being like extreme hand-eye coordination is a power. Steph Curry shooting from anywhere, NBA players, they have powers. That part of their DNA is unlocked. They work so hard to the point where their accuracy, like NBA players are accurate with a lot of things besides just basketball. Understand me? NFL players, if you put LeBron James on the NFL field, he will do fine because his vision and his ability to break down situations is so evolved to the point where he can any situation that involves him controlling a plan of shit, you feel me? It's just natural to him. You understand me? You can practice these types of things. And I really wish I could think of that. It was another big one, bro, that I do a lot. Man. I do a lot. You know what? You know what I'll do? I'm going to make this a part 1 video because it's already 9 minutes. So I'm going to drop this right here. If y'all want that part 2, hit that like button, comment, share this video. And yeah, I'm out, man. That's all I'm going to do. That's all I'm going to do for right now. I promise part 2 coming.